What's up? What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. So I'm doing whole different day, whole different time. So it's a lot going on. So I'm just gonna do my little daily healing and my reading, and then I'm gonna press on with what I want to rant and rave about tonight. um, April 21st, just enough strength. Chances are, at some point in our lives, some of us have felt like something in us was dying. We felt helpless, as if our soul had been taken away by our illness. Perhaps we lost our sense of self and believed we were past the point of no return. Yet it often happens that we find we have just enough strength to reach out and seek help. Slowly we begin to feel better. We get healthier. Slowly we draw back from the point of no return. For this, we are profoundly grateful. Ask yourself, today, do I remember that no matter how I may feel right now, it is always possible to regain my life and reconnect with others and with my higher power? Woof. Thought for the day. It's never too late to change. Who we got? Hey, Mama Shayla, what's up? What's up? Um, yeah, man, that was a deep one because I'm going through some stuff, so all of that resonated with me. All of it resonated. Why it's on my mind, man? Shayla P. She's fitness instructor. She's yoga instructor. That's what she is. She's in her yoga warrior um contest for 2022. So I'm throwing my shout out right now before I forget. Go vote for her. I might have to drop the link somewhere, but she's amazing and she's got a channel and y'all can check it out. Um I'm gonna read that one more time because it was something that just hit me. So um and plus I was reading so I had to comprehend. So yeah. Okay, Alex and Britt, what's up? What's up? Oh, yeah. Or if you want to, you can drop your link in there and let everybody know. Go vote. All you got to do is click with your Facebook. It's easy vote, you know. Um, but yeah, just enough strength. Chances are, at some point in our lives, some of us have felt like something in us was dying. We felt helpless, as if our soul had been taken away by our illness. Perhaps we lost our sense of self and believe we were past the point of no return. Yet it often happens that we find we have just enough strength to reach out and seek help. Slowly, we begin to feel better. We get healthier. Slowly, we draw back from the point of no return. For this, we are profoundly grateful. Ask yourself, today, do I remember that no matter how I may feel right now, it is always possible to regain my life and reconnect with others and with my higher power? Thought for the day. It is never too late to change. Change is so hard for me. So I had to read that whole thing again. Like, change is so hard. But I try. I haven't given up and I haven't quit. But yes. So, first off, my apologies, man. You know, I am learning every day, but when you're going through stuff and you're trying to figure out things, the world does not stop for you. The world does not stop. And, you know, people have been reaching out. What's going on? Why are you haven't posted a video? And I appreciate all of that. I appreciate it. And sometimes you don't realize the connection and what a video can actually do for somebody, or what it means to them, or you know if it's inspiration, motivation for them to just keep on doing what they're doing. Some people, like, they need to hear it. So it's been a lot going on in the world that has my mind in other places too. So I want to talk about that, but I apologize for not, showing up. I apologize for not showing up. And I think we all have those moments where we have to, like, reset and reground ourselves. But with social media, sometimes it's difficult. It's difficult to, like, keep your presence in your space and deal with life while you're working on yourself, you're working on your career, you're working on, your legacy, you're working on your kids, you're working on, like, everything, your mental fortitude, you working on just being better. Like life is nonstop. You're always working on something. Always working on something. So um once again, I apologize. I apologize. So normally I do this wellness check Wednesday. It turned into wellness check Thursday. I had time and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it today. I'm doing it today. But I'm still going to do my daily healings, because I think that's just for me, and whoever else may like it. But I'm going to kind of redirect my channel about mental. So it's still going to be about mental health, but it's going to be more about mental health prepping for the future. And what I mean by that is, like, the world is in, like, changing times right now. And not everybody is ready for it. And yeah, the testimony. You're right. You are right. But no, like, you still have to own up when you, like, I know I was wrong. Okay. So, like, I'm apologizing for that fact, and I'm going to give my testimony. So, yeah. So, but yeah, so, I'm losing sleep. Like, I'm losing sleep, of how lost the world is. And I just want to help people kind of, like, I want to say my due diligence. I want to say my due diligence. And it's not for the I told you so fact, because I don't want to tell you so with what, like, my theories and conspiracies and all this stuff. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into it. And just, if you want to stay for the rant, you can. But we are about to We might be in the like Aquarius age. Nobody can really tell you um, when the age starts and when it ends. But we know that like the Aquarian age lasts for like 2100 years. And the Aquarian age is back to like humanitarian and self-sufficient age. Okay. I lose sleep on how much power we give everybody in the world over our stuff, our lives, our belongings, our time. And we need to prepare for a different future. I'm not saying we're going back to the Stone Age, but with this World War III that is transpiring, one EMP can take out like computers and everything with computers in it. And I know it's hard for people to imagine like a world with no cell phones or no computers, but it could definitely happen. With that being said, there's a lot of people that like keep all their money in the bank. If an EMP took out the bank systems, like, what do you have? What do you have? You go to the ATM, and if stuff is really going down, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any bank tellers. Nobody's going to the vault. Who even knows if like your money is in a vault? So, these are the things that I think about. EMP. So EMP can be caused from a nuclear attack. And what it is like a quick burst of electricity. Imagine a lightning strike like 100 times faster. This electrical attack will not, surge protectors are too slow to register to protect your belongings. So I don't think a surge protector can even protect your computer or your TV or whatever you have, because it won't from an EMP attack. And it is an electromagnetic pulse. If you're not tracking, sorry. But I just know how many aren't self-sufficient, and I'm already with the food shortage is enough for me to be like, it's not going to be right. So, but with the war, America is going to war. I don't know how we can't see the signs. But just with my thinking and my conspiracy, Russia won't go like when we have full strength. Okay. So the first part of weakening the US is to take away the food. They taking away the wheat, the fertilizer, everything we need to grow crops and survive right now. So if we can't do this in our planting season and even save food for the winter, like they'll attack in the winter when everybody's like distraught because they don't have food. And the second major player in the world, which is China, um, Shanghai, there's 25 million people locked down right now. Imagine that. Now I'm not gonna get into like all of that, but what I'm telling you is, as Americans, everything we pretty much buy is Chinese. It is from China. So now you imagine these 25 million people on lockdown right now. They're not at work. They're not shipping anything to us. So it's only a matter of time before that shortage catches up with us. Of course, we got warehouses now, and we're gonna we're gonna take everything out of those warehouses, but we can't depend on the government to tell us what's going on. We can't, because they won't. Because they, just for the fear factor and like to keep the crowds like safe, they won't tell everybody to rush out and prepare themselves. They think they're doing us good by waiting to the last minute. If they even tell us, it'll be too late. By the time they tell us anything, it'll be too late. You already see it with the food going up. Like spam is $4, oatmeal is $5. Like, if that's not enough for you to like put away food, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Like, hello, what's up, Frostbite? So I just, it's hard for me. Okay, so issue for me is it is a lot of propaganda and things going around out there. So what I do is I listen to everything. Then I take what I listen to, I decipher, I might try to match it with a different source and see what's really true. But like, what's going on over there is going to affect us. It's going to affect us. And like, people over here are still living. They just living, and they haven't changed the ways of their life. And I'm not saying they have to be drastic, but we have this mentality that there will always be food in the stores. There's always going to be gas at the pumps. Like, everything will be like accessible, like, always. And it's not true. Um, it would probably kill half Americans if they just take away Uber. Like, there's so many people that can't like cook for themselves. Those people are gonna be the first ones, you know. Um, but I say this to say that it's not too late. It's not too late to start, and I just want people to get educated. I want them to get the tools they need to fight the battles that may be coming. And knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Like, for the people that like take medication every day, what would you do if you can't run to Walgreens and grab your prescription? Is there any plants that could substitute what you're dealing with? Do you know? Do you know medicinal plants? Like, do you know what could possibly help you? Like, so these are the things that we need to start investing our time in. Um, I can tell you right now, is one free investment that people can start today, tonight. you know. Oh, thank you. Um, so the very first free investment that you can make to prep is your health. Your health. What right now if the government told you, hey, we're gonna have a plane fly out, and so this is after the EMP, none of the cars are working. We need you to be at this location at 3 o'clock. Scenario. First off, do you have a watch that's not chargeable? Do you have a watch that you would know to be there at 3 o'clock? Could you look at the sun and know when 3 o'clock is going to be? Could you walk there if you needed to? If you could walk there, could your spouse walk there? Could your kids walk there? Would you leave them? How, like, these are the things that you should be like planning for on a regular. Like your health, you can start working on that today. Jump rope, push-ups, you don't need to be at a gym, you don't need to do anything. You can just start moving, start walking. Park in the back of the parking lot when you go to Walmart and walk to the door. Like these are things that you can just work on free. So how many people got passports? Okay, so I'm working on this right now. Before I get to the passport thing, like I'm organizing all my documents. And I was just telling my aunt this today. Like, I don't know, I got titles everywhere, I got birth certificates everywhere, and I didn't do nothing but get a binder and some protective sleeves, and I like start slapping them in there and putting all my stuff in where it needs to be. Just for easy access. If I need to grab my binder and go, they might tell me, hey, you made the plane, so now we got a refugee camp over here and we got a free camp. We need to see your ID, your passport, whatever, and you can go to the free side, or if not, you might be stuck in a refugee camp. How many people got passport? So like these are the things that I think about, but we just need it on a normal basis. Like every man for himself. You might say every man for themselves, but it's really not. It's really not, because I can be here with my bunker in the back, and I got all this food, I got all this solar panels, I got everything I need. I only got so many bullets, and if I can't protect my stash by myself, I ain't no good. I am no good. It won't be every man for themselves. You're gonna need a tribe, a community of people to do it. And I I say that with all respect to these people. Watch Naked and Afraid. You'll see people laid out. You know, they partner mad at them because they laid out. You know, when you ain't got no water and you ain't got no food after 3 days, you're not gonna want to do no work. Um, how many people got water filtration system? If the government shut down the water, you know, um, you can't make it long without water. They say 3 days, but that's false. Don't believe the 3 days, because most people dehydrated already. How many people drinking Dr. Pepper every day? How many people go like wake up dying of thirst? How many people go to sleep? Like, let me get some water before I go to, like, you're dehydrated on the average day. You're not gonna know when this is gonna happen. A lot of people like they barely drink water. Barely drink water. I'm like, man, I know they pee stink. Um so it's just preparing yourself. But with all this prepping, people's like, oh, it costs so much money to prep and this and that. You're really saving money. You're really saving money. Because once you learn to do these things for yourself, you'll wonder why you ever paid anybody to do it. The first time you make a rice bowl, you're like, why was I going to Chipotle? Why was I going to wherever place you like to get a noodle bowl from, a poke bowl? Like, I can do this. I can do this in the kitchen. Let me get some teriyaki sauce and throw this together or whatever. Like, is and the $15 you spend on that bowl, probably make 10 bowls at home for the $15. Once you get a pack and some rice and your sauce. So um it's difficult. It's difficult in the day and age that we live in to tell people to be self-sufficient. And the ones that get it, they get it. The ones that don't, they're gonna be left behind. And that's what it is. Like, so I've mentioned it. I've sent videos to like my immediate people, and I'm gonna do what I need to do for myself. And if people want to jump on board and they want to learn things and um, educate themselves, like, I'm all for it. I had a couple people reach out to me about some things already, and that's what kind of motivated me to do this. But we got to build up our mental fortitude. People committing suicide, man. Y'all know what happened when y'all know what happened when we ran out of toilet paper. We talking about toilet paper during COVID. So imagine people being hungry. What would they do to eat? People not gonna be nice. you know. Soccer mom got a van full of kids and they all hungry. She gonna turn into a straight killer. That's the best way I can put it. So um I just I'm on here ranting and raving, but it's a serious issue, and I hope some people like really look into it and get some books and get educated and get some tools that they could actually use. Um, like radios, you'll need communication, and you'll need a knife. A knife can be used for so many things, but these are the things that you should learn to use before you really have to use it. How many people can start a fire if they needed to? And I'm not talking about like no. I'm not even talking about like the bow drills and stuff you see like with these people out here with sticks. Like, we got lighters nowadays, but do you got a lighter? I don't know. Do you know where it's at? You got any butane in it? You gonna be able to make a fire when it's wet outside? Like, so these are the things that like we need to prep. We need to prep. We need to prep. But um back to mental fortitude. It's It's crazy. It's just it's crazy out here, and we do have these people like committing suicide already. So you just imagine when things get harder and they have to work for things, or they're under pressure, or they're under stress, what's gonna happen? But I'm telling y'all from the signs, every day I'm like listening to the news. I skip all the drama, like all this the Will Smith stuff. Like that's like cover ups for what's really going on. They want to take your attention away. Let's talk about the 13 warehouses in the US that's like randomly caught fire, that either has food. Well, I don't care if it's Hot Pockets. The Hot Pocket plant in Arkansas caught on fire. But like, why is our food being attacked? Why are our drinks being attacked? Because they know they control you once they feed you. You'll do whatever it takes to eat. So if they want you to go work for them and go to war for them or whatever they need, you'll do it because you want to eat. The dollar is crashing as we speak. As we speak. And they're doing things intentionally to crash the dollar. The crypto is gonna crash too. It's gonna crash. When this is all said and done, we'll have a new currency, and I can't tell you what that's gonna be. It's not financial advice on this channel. But the only financial advice that I will give you is saving money is losing money right now. If you got American dollars, saving money is losing money. Get some value for your dollars right now. Get it out the bank. If you got gift cards and you've been holding them, go spend them. Get the most value out of your money right now. And do what you can do. If you never planted a garden, start planting. Figure out what you can really grow before you need to grow it. And it doesn't have to be nothing extreme, you know. Um, Most people want to start out with all these fruits and vegetables. You don't have to do that. Just start out with some basic like plants and basil and thyme and stuff like that to see if you can even grow that stuff. Learn what's around you, what kind of stores is around you. You might have to loot it. You might have to raid it. Who knows? But I can tell you that times is going to change. It's inevitable. So, um, building your health, getting your protection together, your community together is priceless right now. It's priceless. Um, just building, working on your relationships, finding out who's really on your team. If they're not messing with you right now, they ain't gonna mess with you when things get rough. You know, I'm not gonna bring in somebody later on and then they stab me in the back, take whatever I got because I prepped. You know, it won't work like that. Relationships is gonna be totally different. Um, y'all watch enough TV. Y'all watch enough TV. Um, I watch enough TV. If y'all don't watch Walking Dead, man, Michonne was dealing with having new people come to their community. She was having a struggle. Was she good or bad for not letting them in, or whatever the case may be? Who's to say how you will feel when you know you got the last bag of rice? I don't know. That's your show. You should know. You should know. Um, but I'm not gonna say these shows is totally right, but I like I said, I take it all in. I take these little bits and pieces, and I decipher what needs to happen. And I tell you, like, if you don't got a solar generator or solar power right now, might be something you might want to look at. Might want to look at it. A way to drink, solar power, and you might be able to sustain for a little bit. If the EMP actually hit and it took out, so first off, the nukes that Russia has, they could blow up probably the state of Texas. So imagine the state of Texas, how big it is and how it correlates to the US. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be Texas. It could be East Coast. It could be West Coast. Could be in the center of the United States. But just imagine that size being taken out. You got relatives outside of that zone. Do you got tarps to maybe put up to your doors and windows if you need to stay in? If it's too late, you can't get out in time. So many things, and I think that's the biggest um, misconception about prepping. Is preppers are like these crazy hoarders. Some of them are, because some people believe in prepping and prepping and prepping. And I got to prep for this. I got I got 10 radios just in case the first one, the second one, the third one, whatever the case may be, something happens to it. I got 10. I don't believe in that kind of prepping, but the basic necessities, I do. I do. Just having plans for the family and making sure everybody's on the same page. I don't know if you got those family members that's not awake or listening to the news or really realize what's going on in the world right now, but well, they don't care. Some of them is just like, it might be my time, or it'll happen. But if they got kids, educate their kids. Maybe their kids will help them, you know, because it'll be that first initial. It'll be those people that's right next to you. Those are the people that you gotta pay attention to. Your kids, they might need to know your blood type. If something happened to you and you need to, you know, you need blood, do they know your blood type? Do your spouse know your blood type? That could kill off a bunch of people right there. We all injured, but we don't we by the time I find out your blood type, you didn't bled out. So I'm not trying to I'm not trying to cause an uproar, but I want people to get to thinking about these different things, you know, um, before it's too late. Before it's too late. Because I tell y'all what, today is the 21st. I was listening to this European channel. They in the gas battle right now, and I guarantee you next week gas is gonna be up. If you got any kind of way, some jugs, some milk jugs, and you can put a gallon of gas away, I would do it. You know, Frostbite. You hope they listening. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm doing my due diligence. You know, um, if you want to drop anything, Frostbite, feel free to leave a comment. You know, I'm just talking about stuff that I think about. But it's so much. I'm O positive. I'm O positive. They say O positive can give blood to anybody. Don't tell them that. Yeah. Uh, don't tell them that. I don't want them to say, he already shot in the leg. Go ahead and knock him off and give his blood up, give his organs up. No, don't do that. So yeah, people should learn that. You know your husband's blood type? I don't know if it's a delay. You take a second to type. Me too. Oh. Did you know your husband's blood type? Oh, you texting him right now to try to find out. You calling him and see what his blood type is. Small garden. You can grow a small garden in bags if you don't have space. You're right. I've seen people now they got the vertical gardens. You know, people using a windowsill with PVC, and they got 10 plants in the window. You will later. You'll know his blood type later. You're gonna save your husband's life, huh? Okay. I ain't mad at you. So yeah. But it is, like I said, it's the people closest to us that we're gonna have to really like take care of. And encourage them too. You know what I mean? Just because I can run a 8-minute mile don't mean they can. Hey, we might need to start walking in the evenings. We might need to do this. We might need, save your mother first. Your mom said, don't worry about him. So yeah. But the thing is, you never know. Everybody is gonna have a different skill, a different trait. And that's what's gonna be the most important thing. If I so happen to ask you to join my community and I said, what's 3 things that you're gonna bring to my community? What 3 things could you bring to the community? You know, um, y'all can comment that too. Y'all can comment 3 things that you could bring to community because I'm kind of curious now. Um, let's see. 3 things that I would I'll give y'all mine, I guess, since I'm sitting here. I'm thinking about my 3 things now that I asked y'all, put y'all on the spot. I'm thinking about my 3 things. Um, I would say my mechanical skills. With the right tools, I'm pretty good. I could do some things. Um, Probably my military background. Um, you learn a lot of um, teamwork and um, tactical strategizing, should I say? And you learn rank because in every village is gonna be a chief. So I would say that, and I'm no medic by any means, but my medical, I know CPR, I know the basics. I can use a tourniquet. Like I could probably, I'm pretty sure I could save a life. You know, it's not something that I test on a regular, but I do, I do know some things. Yeah, I can shoot too. Yeah, I'm a marksman. Part of that, I would kind of count that kind of as my part of my military background. Yeah, you cook in agriculture. Believe it or not, I can shoot. Yeah, man, we got some killers in the chat. We got some killers in the chat. I like it though. I like it. Uh-oh. Somebody said, stop, Alex. Alex, you telling a lie? Can you cook? Is the agriculture? What? Can you shoot? What is it? I'm curious to know. I shoot every day in the country. Hey, bullets is too high to be shooting every day. I'm just gonna let you know that. Keep a few of them bullets for when you need them. All right, you ain't got to be out there busting every day to let everybody know what you're doing. That you can shoot. You know, I don't say that. But what? Let me see. Oh, y'all in the chat. Alex, what you cooking? Yeah, definitely know CPR and first aid. Yeah. How the kits, they got these med kits on Amazon. They got basic ones, they got kind of advanced ones. The kits is $20, $30. But a band-aid or something, to protect yourself from getting infected to catch another infection, like might save your life. Alex said moving to Texas changed her life. Yeah. I believe it. I believe it. You out there without, you know, your immediate family, so you had to learn some things on your own. So I mean, I don't know what you prepping to cook in a time of need, but you might not have you might not have your crock pot. You might not have the instant pot. Will you be able to light a fire and have a old timey pot out there cooking something? You got propane. You got a camping uh little camp grill. I don't know what you're gonna cook on, but those are things you might want to think about if you want to be the town cook. And I know we talking about like these um kind of what should I say, the skills that kind of stick out, but you know we still gonna need teachers. It's gonna be kids. We still frostbite. You made your own what? Your own cookbook. But we're gonna need, we're still gonna need teachers. We're gonna need a daycare. I was texting because I was thinking about moving. Uh, Frostbite, what'd you make? You said you made your own, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot more to the town than just because pressure canners and are expensive. But I just invested in one. You on the road, then? Yeah, those pressure canners. I don't even got one of those, but Dehydrators. I'm not too much for the freeze dried food, but the freeze dried food lifespan, once you freeze dry it, 10 years and you can still eat that stuff. I have had freeze dried eggs. And once you put the water back in those freeze dried eggs, they taste like regular eggs. They don't taste like nasty powder eggs or anything like that. Like, so the freeze dried eggs is good. You know, you can dig a hole and put 2 eggs in it. And education. Yeah. And you just brought up a good point. Building your own first aid kit. You can go online and look and see what they got in there. And if you kind of experienced enough, you can know, hey, I need Neosporin, some Band-Aids, you know, some gauze, whatever you want to put in your first aid kit. And make sure you know how to use it, and get your little bag and you're good to go. But not to have, if you don't have anything, you're asking for, you know, death. You're asking for death, you know. His blood. Oh, you found out the blood type is A positive. Next week I'll ask you on live if you still remember. So yeah. I don't know. And then we was talking about the gardens. But yeah, the gardens. You got to get the gardens in at certain times. Do you know what you can grow at different seasons? Do you know how good dandelions are that everybody have in their front yard that they cut up and hate because they grow up look like yellow weeds and all? You know, dandelions got a lot of nutrition in them. Could you go out and pick a salad from your yard? Who knows? Who knows what's growing around you, or where you're at that you can use. These are things you might want to spend a weekend looking at. I had to buy a farmer's almanac to see what is good to plant now. You know, books. Look, it's some good survival books. I can't really tell y'all off top. I might do a video on it, but I probably got about 10 books. Some of them's good. Some of them is hard to decipher if you're not a rocket scientist. But at least get the book. Get a survival book, and at least you can read it if something happened. And you know, get a plant book. If you don't read them till you need them, so be it. You got it. Go ahead and get them while you can. Spend $20 instead of going to Target. You know, there is, for Shayla P that was asking about the EMP. There is a book called 1 Second After, and I listened to it on Audible, so I didn't really recall the author because I didn't really look. But it's called 1 Second After, and it's the story of an EMP happening, and a couple people in the town knew what it was, and they rebuilding. But yeah, check it out. It might change your life. It might change your life. And I don't know. I guess I've been ranting for an hour, but I'm gonna do these at least once a week, and then I might have like some short videos for updates. But most people's mentals break down in the time of stress. The more you prepare now, the less stress you will be when you have to actually put some of these techniques to use, you know. So who is that? Oh, yeah. Um, take care of your relationships. Take care of your relationships and build your community now. And those people that you haven't seen in a while, go see them. Go hang out with them. Gas might be so high next week that you won't be traveling much. You know, uh, and just decipher. I can't stress that enough of how not to listen to the government. So the listen to this, even just yesterday, they lifting the mask mandates for airports and stuff. Now, last week y'all just told me we had cases of bird flu and all this stuff, but now it's okay to go in the airport with no mask. What? What sense does that make? Like, so now you're gonna have all these people running around. Well, some places people are already not wearing masks, but some places, like right now, you couldn't catch me in the airport without a mask because people was moving everywhere. I don't know those people, but um, I don't know. You can't believe the hype because once these people stop wearing their masks, oh yeah, we got 10 cases of this and this and this and this. We got the next Omicron such and such, and everybody's sick again. Now we got to lock down. So when you lock down, you can't work, you can't do nothing. So hopefully you got everything in your house that you need. I don't know if y'all remember this, but when COVID happened, it was like a chain reaction that went around the globe. First, China was locked down, which they locked down right now. Then Europe was locked down. Then the US was locked down. Are we smart enough to stop it this time? No. You still got some highly selfish people in the world that are still traveling and maskless and doing whatever they want to do. So you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of yourself, um, and try to decipher propaganda and prepare to can. Even all my shooters, like I know y'all got all these guns and bullets, but they gonna run out. You know, if you get ambushed one night, if you get ambushed one night, what you gonna do after that? Y'all got any hand to hand training? Y'all got any bows? Y'all got any slingshots? Stuff to think about. Well, if you can't clean your gun and it's all jammed up, so I just want to get y'all thinking tonight, and I want y'all to really think about how the world works with each other, like how it's all a part of stuff. So last year they was paying farmers to burn crops that didn't help the food shortage. And then, then the bees went down. Like it was terrible year. Bees that pollinate everything. They killing all the bees. So it's times. And then when you don't get fertilizer, there's so many other ways. People so accustomed to going to get fertilizer that they don't have chickens make fertilizer and stuff like that. So chickens can make good fertilizer. Get you a worm bed and figure out how worms work. They make the best fertilizer, the best soil for you. But we have gotten away from those times, and those times are coming back. It's coming back. So take some. Don't do anything crazy, but start watching those prices and start shopping for the things you need, because in a month when you go back to Walmart or Target, it's going to be an increase, and it might be a time that you can't afford it, but you was doing something that you could have did without this month. Invest bit by bit while you can before everyone makes a run for it. That's exactly what this video is about. It's what it's about. Because it's going to be chaos. There's going to be people dying at the store when everything break out. Because you think about it. When it's no law, you can't tell me a police officer if it really hit the fan, if a police officer is still going to be on duty. No, he's going to be taking care of his family. So you imagine no law and no computer systems. People will have, it was going to be the Wild Wild West again. People will have free reign to do whatever they want with no remorse, because they're going to say, I had to do it to eat. I had to do it to live. I really needed this amoxicillin. I really need this penicillin. I had to have it, My baby need this insulin. So you got to think about your needs and your family's needs and start prepping, because everybody's prep is going to be different. And if you got the means right now, do what you can do. Grow the garden. Do whatever you can do now. But don't cause yourself no headache or stress. You can also find ways of cooking indoors, teaching like those tablets and that, man. Yes, yeah, frostbite. It's so much that that can help, and maybe it'll come in a future video. I hope you show up again. Like water shock, pool shock. It can clean thousands and millions of gallons of water with just tiny little bag. So who's to say, like, once the water thing is shut down, that we won't have to clean tons of water? How would you do it? So it's so many things you can prep and do, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video with that. Thank y'all for showing up, and we're gonna do this again and keep prepping and stay updated on what's going on in the world. I appreciate all the comments and chats. So next time maybe I'll show some preps or something that I'm doing, and we go from there. Love heals all, and time heals all. Y'all be safe. Let me if I can end this.